and it's has the potential to be a part of Narendra Modi's Digital India Week. And this particular platform, the idea behind it is for every individual in the country, every government or public sector, all the documents and content that are available in the government, it has to be digitized. Now, people scan it, but beyond that, what's next? How do you extract information from that scenario? How do you make use of it? How are analytics done? Now, these were requirements that are in the government even today, and there isn't a standard solution to handle that. So, because we've had this RAD platform, this Rapid Application Development Platform, we've been able to create a solution, and we've given it to the government. It's in beta testing now. So, in a couple of weeks, I guess it will be open to the general public. So in this scenario, I was a part of the initial engagement team. We got opportunities to work with the entire senior IT or at the National Informatics Center, and they loved the idea, they loved the project, and I was a part of the team that actually spearheaded this entire engagement. So the experiences by interacting with such eminent people has always been very, very humbling. And in all of these efforts, I'd like to mention a couple of people that have guided me, and these learnings are what have helped me move forward in whatever little way that I have. The first person that I'd like to mention would be my father. He is my first guru. He has everything that I am, the way I think or the way I look at things is all because of him. Something that there are countless things that we have spoken about throughout the years. And the very first thing that comes to mind is values. That is the first thing. He never taught me programming. He never taught me go do science or do math or anything like that. It's always been about values. And I think that is one thing that we all must stick on. That is one thing that we do not compromise on. Our values and principles are what define us, and that defines who we are. That defines the next engagement. That defines why people would actually come back. The second thing that he's told me, or things that I've learned, is it's not only about working hard and working smart, it's more about delivering, making sure that at the end of the day, when someone actually came to you for something, they actually got it. And how were you instrumental to be a part of that? These two things have helped me out of the countless things that we've spoken about over the years. These two things have helped me in one way or the other. And through every engagement, through every communication with every customer, I think that notion, that thought process of delivering the value, making sure that they are happy at the end of the day, is what drives us. And the second person that I'd like to mention is our head of finance. His name is Venkat. Now, these people, all of the people that I mentioned today, have shaped the way I think, or have shaped the way I do things in one small way or the other, and that's exactly what I want to tell you. So Venkat, being our head of finance, he's a voracious reader. Now, this person, he could literally talk in any scenario because he's read so much. And I think that value for every student or every person that's here, that is something that we all need to inculcate, something that I'm striving towards. There was a scenario when we had to get some information for a particular project, and he was the only person that was able to do it, not just because he was open-minded, but he was able to connect with the people on various fronts inside that particular organization. And I think that's something that every one of us needs. The third person that I'd like to mention would be someone that's very close to me. He's an SVCE alumni. He's a 96 batch mechanical engineer. His name is Ravi Kumar Vetrivel. He's based out of Kenya. Ravi Kumar, over the last 1 year, has not only become a business partner, but more of a big brother to me. When I think of Ravi, the first lesson that I learned from him was discipline. Now, I've never seen a man more disciplined in my life than Ravi. One who adheres to his principles, one who sticks to that particular, his goals. He's a vegetarian by choice, something that I could never dream of. He's also a very spiritual person, a person that sticks on to the right mindset, believes what he does, and he moves forward. His attitude is every day I get up, I shave, and I show up for work, no matter what. And the thing is, you strike the iron while it's hot, and it will bend eventually. It will take time, but it will bend. And this discipline, the continuous working on the same, this continuity is what I have gained from him over the last 1 year through our various engagements, talking to customers and doing things like that. Now, after Ravi, there's the last person, or the fourth person I'd like to mention is a person called Abhijit Majumdar. Now, he's an AVP at a particular firm that we are working with. Now, Abhijit is a hardcore salesperson. He's working with us on the Digital India program. Now, Abhijit, the very first thing that he told me when I got introduced is, Praveen, you have to give value to your customer. People don't care as much about cost saving. They don't care as much about all your features. All of that can be copied. Anyone can replicate that. Anyone can replicate features. Anyone can pull down their prices. They can all do that. What they can't do is deliver the same level of confidence and trust that you might be able to do. And that confidence and trust, along with the value that you truly generate, is what makes your customers stick with you. That's what makes them come back. And I think that lesson is by far, when it comes to business, one of the most important lessons for me as a second generation entrepreneur, or someone that is slowly growing into this field. The value as such, that way he handles things, the engagement, whether at the government. 1 month ago, we didn't know anyone there. 30 days down the line, everyone's a friend, everyone can trust us, they know that we can deliver. And I think the commitment from all of the people in the team, the commitment from everyone, even from within the government, has led to such a success. And the key aspect to that is by delivering that value, something that they could not see in any other competitor. So that was one major takeaway that I had got from Abhijit. Now, all in all, for me as a second generation entrepreneur, it's these experiences, whether it be through Isaac or the Elitist or through Global, by interacting with all of these people, I've had the privilege to talk to these people and learn something out of it. And to just sum things up on what I've learned is, number one, we never compromise on our values and principles. We should always work to make a positive difference. At the end of the day, is your customer happy? Have they got what they're looking for? And read and as much as you can, learn as much as you can, because I've seen people connect in ways that I could not comprehend myself, because it is simply because we don't know, I'm not able to communicate to them, to the person that I'm talking to the same depth as they would want to communicate back on a particular subject. Being strategic and decisive, I think that is very essential. Being strategic and decisive, and making sure that there is a clarity in the picture, in the way that you're going forward. Discipline is key. Without discipline, we have nothing. We will be happy. There will be total chaos. So discipline is very essential. And finally, always deliver value. At the end of the day, they should not look at you just for your features or for those aspects of a software. It should be more about that person. And even though these are the things that I learned, the final thing that I would like to contribute to, as I had mentioned earlier, is two things. One, it's all about people. That's one thing that has hit me really hard in the last 2 years. No matter if it's a government, no matter if it's a private organization, you are interacting with people. And once that relationship is set, once that confidence is set, then it's pretty much smooth sailing after that. And two, every man is a product of his environment and what he chooses to do with that environment. So I believe that the Alumni Association here today is an amazing environment. And this environment, I hope that all of us make the best out of it. I'm going to strive towards that. I haven't mastered any of the points that I've said. I'm striving towards it. And I just wanted to share my experience, the learning that I've taken over the past 2 years with the wonderful people in this room. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you.